What is up, guys? Epic Pokemon TCG here, and this is the third time I've had to do this video, so I'm kind of over it a little bit. So today we're going to be taking a look at Raticate Break, and before we get into that, I'm going to be taking a look at Rattata and Raticate. I almost said Raticate again. Anyway, so first off here, we're going to look at Rattata, and there is a picture of it. It's got homie there chilling. He's got some of his buddies, and it looks like he's getting chased by some demonic-looking Rattatas in the back. Not gonna lie, it looks like some crap out of creepypasta, which I'm not all about that lifestyle. Anyway, so it has the attack Bite and Run. Search your deck for up to 3 basic Pokemon and put them on your bench. Shuffle your deck afterward. You may switch this Pokemon with one of your bench Pokemon. And then it has another attack, and this text right here, all this stuff right here is it's just a joke. The actual attack is down here, and basically it's called Danger Sense, and what it does is you draw a card and then you switch Rattata with one of your bench Pokemon. So it says right here, it says 50 HP, but if you take a look at the card here, it says 30, so I don't know what the deal is there. But essentially this card's built around getting out of harm's way, getting on the bench and forcing your opponent to have a Lysander or something along those lines to knock it out, and so it's just there to get out of the way. And I really like that. It's a good way to keep your Rattatas alive, so that way you can evolve and do all that stuff. And next up, we're going to take a look at Raticate, which actually has a pretty sweet picture. It's just him in the process of break evolving, and I think that's really cool. See his tooth right there, it's glowing, and it actually is doing that on the break card too, which is pretty cool. But yeah, definitely an awesome picture right there, seeing it break evolve. And has the ability Antibodies. This Pokemon can't be affected by any special conditions and heal any special conditions on this Pokemon. So immediately already I'm seeing some synergy with the card that I'll go over whenever I'm talking about the break evolution. And also, guys, if I sound different in this video, it's because I just monkeyed with my audio settings, and I'll keep doing that until I get them to where I like them. I monkeyed with them again and just completely messed up my whole program. But it also has the attack Dirty Shock. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now poisoned. Discard any Pokemon tools attached to your opponent's active Pokemon. So it's setting up the next card that we'll be taking a look at, which is the Break by the Poison. But I have a faster way of doing that. And there's some kind of thing down here talking about the fake or something like the above is fake or something like that. Actually, just kidding. I don't know what all that is, but it's really hard because I'll just kind of do these videos and then I'll be in the process of talking about them, and then I'll catch right away it's a joke, and I'm like, oh great, I'm gonna do this again or something. But yeah, so now we're gonna take a look at the Break evolution card here, and I'll go ahead and show you guys the picture of it. There he is in all of his big golden rat glory. There's the tooth. I think it was that tooth that was glowing, but yeah, pretty cool. It's just a big golden rat. Yeah, that's pretty much what that is. But Break evolution. This Pokemon has the attacks, abilities, weakness, resistance, and retreat cost of the Raticated Break evolved from. I also want to note here that Raticate has free retreat. It has 110 HP and has the attack Super Fang. Put damage counters on your opponent's active Pokemon until its remaining HP is 10. What does that sound like? Sounds like the boundaries cross Raticate, don't it? Because that's exactly what this thing did. It had Super Fang. Put damage counters on a defending Pokemon until its remaining HP is 10. Now, Raticate was a rogue deck that was very popular. A lot of people like trying to pull off this combination because essentially you can really one-shot anything. You could one-shot a Wailord, for instance. I mean, as long as you got the necessary combinations. Well, actually, I don't think Wailord could be. Well, yeah, you could. Anyway, I'm getting all confused here. I've been trying to do this video now for about an hour. Anyway, I've actually monkeyed around with Raticate before in the past. I played it with Mew and Dimension Valley and Hypnotoxic Lasers, and that definitely wasn't the only combination you can play this card with. But really, it all pretty much came back to the same basic concept of using Hypnotoxic Laser to kind of set up the Super Fang. And if you take a look right here, it said this Pokemon cannot be affected by special conditions. And so when you take a look at Super Fang and you need the extra 10 damage, well, something that came to mind was Ariados. So Ariados, of course, has the ability Poisonous Nest. Both active Pokemon that aren't grass types are poisoned. And so pretty much Raticate won't be taking the 10 damage from poison. It only has 110 HP, so every HP that this thing has is completely dire. Now, if you actually play this with the Fighting Spirit belt too, that I have covered in the past. I'm going to annotate up in the corner a playlist of all the X and Y9 stuff that you guys can go check out. I think this will get an HP boost, and I think it'll get like 130, 140, 150, something like that. So definitely something really sweet there. But in between turns, Ariados will knock it out. And if for some reason you guys miss the Super Fang during your game and you need something like your opponent retreats it and it's just sitting on the bench, I would recommend playing Spinda. It has the attack Uproar, does 10 damage to each of your opponent's Pokemon, so it's 10 to everything. So, like, for instance, like, this is actually a situation actually came up before one day at League. A player was playing Raticate Eels and had a Minun that did the same thing as Uproar and got 6 prizes off the bench. And it was the funniest thing I've ever seen. So, definitely a lot of strategies here. My only problem with this card is I think that it's only good against EXs. That's the problem, and that's if you can get the setup, because remember, Raticate Break is basically a stage 2, and if you take a look at the previous Pokemon, we looked at the card, but it has 30, 70, and then 110. So these Pokemon are very fragile. Pretty much whenever you get these out, you need to attack right away, because they're just not going to be on the field for much longer. And so, yes, you could probably run Training Center as well. That'd probably be a cool idea to try out. Pretty much just running Fighting Spirit Belt and Training Center to try to increase the HP as much as possible, and just hopefully being able to keep these things alive. But like I was saying, pretty much this card is only good against, I think, EX Pokemon, because really you only have to hit the strategy 3 times or have Spin to come clean up for the rest of your prizes. Whereas if you're going against decks that have 1 prize attackers, then pretty much you're just gonna really struggle, because you're having to hit that strategy like 6 times, and that's if you can't pick off Shamans or something. But yeah, I don't know, I've always liked Raticate just because of the fact that it can basically take down Megas in 1 turn. But anyway, if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more, and go check out all the other X and Y9 content I've done on my channel, and let me know down in the comment section below what you think, because I really want to hear it. Anyway, you guys are awesome. I love you, and this is Epic Pokemon TCG, signing out. Take care, guys.